Hey folks, hello, welcome to what will be my last gear pack review, and you will understand why by the end of this video. So I joined Gear Pack back in November, I guess, last year. Got the first Gear Pack introductionary kit in November, and then I actually started getting the thematic starting in December with it was the Dave Canterbury edition that we got back then, box 50, I think it was. So now box 55 just showed up. The doorstep is deposited by our lovely folks at the Canada Post this morning. Box 55 this month offers you, so obviously, accessories that are going to be related to fire starting, etc. Pyro putty, for example. You got some 12-pack fire starters, the knives as usual. Some cool stuff. We're going to go through that fairly quickly. And then I'm going to take advantage of this last review to also give you some insights on some of the other items that I've accumulated throughout the months through Gear Pack, my thoughts after using them, so that you can make your own opinion afterwards and decide what you like, what you don't like. So first item is the Pyro Putty. It's a interesting kind of thing. Looks like a little like paste, almost like toothpaste and whatnot. And this is the Winter Blend edition. So gives you an idea. Obviously, it's inflammable. Then you got a ProChem Fire Stick, right? So this thing stays burning in storm level winds. So it is something that's going to help you start a fire, and then you just like try to start gathering more kindles and stuff like that to keep going while you're out there. Keep away from the reach of children. Well, obviously, like most of the stuff in the packs that we get. Third item, part of the basic this month, was the 12-pack. There we go. So the 12-pack, here you go. Light any, fire fast. Burns for up to 10 minutes. Similar to some of the items that we have seen throughout the past few months with Gear Pack. Like, for example, the Yuko, I think it's Yuko. Yeah, the Yuko Street Fire. Always been a fan of Yuko. They do a lot of nice stuff, including those nice kind of like portable fire, forget torches there. You've probably seen them, made of metal, and they burn on a candle for all night long. Very practical item. So anyways, go back to our listing. Then we get to the first big ticket item, and that's where my rant starts. So this is a Kershaw, right? It's a foldable. Really happy. It's the third foldable that I get since the beginning of this membership. My problem is, though, it's always kind of like the same from what I see. The big ticket items are almost every month have a mention like that. Proudly designed in the USA or something like that, but always made in China. Always made in China. I find that a little surprising that we've seemed to have lost all skills in North America to make knives or survival gear. And I could say, honestly, 50% of the content of the Gear Pack boxes are always item coming from China. And I have a hard time understanding that. I have a hard time understanding how everything now is like that. Give me back my two Michaels. Maybe I'll encourage more your business. Then, next step, the Nano Spark. Cool item. And you see, made in the USA. That's a cool item. That's right on. But no, the big ticket items are always made in China. So that's why I question the real value of these packs in the end, right? Anyways, this is obviously a very, very interesting stuff. One-handed sparker. It's waterproof. Comes with a few, starter things and whatnot. Carry on your keychain. This is definitely something that I will be carrying around and that I'm happy to have got. Some more putty. Here we go. This one is the Eco Blend, 2 ounces of it. Great stuff. Then we got ourselves a ProChem Fire Strip Roll. So, I guess that it's inflammable and whatnot, and throw in your fire. It's going to help out, or wrap it around something. Anyways, cool to have. Obviously, anything that'll get you a fire going. Then the last item, very nice. I was reading one of my favorite reviewer out there about it, but again, turn the box upside down and darn, again, made in China. Why? Well, we know why, sure. But at the same time, I mean, I would think that there would be a little less items sometimes that all came from the same country, and we would be encouraging the workmanship of other countries. And I'll state you an example here that if you have been a member of GearPack, right? These knives, the Moras, the Moraknivs, right? They came with the Canterbury pack. These are my favorite knife so far because, quite frankly, quality-wise, look-wise, feel-wise, everything, they look like the real thing. They feel like the real thing. You know what I mean? Like this, I'm not saying it's not a good item. It looks great. The fact that it comes with a necklace and whatnot, very, very interesting. But, darn, why is everything made in China these days? You know? So that's it. So that was for this back here. So it would have been a full value this month of $220.34, you know, and blah, blah, blah. They state all the amounts here, blah, blah, and, you know, how much you ended up, you know, saving basically by having paid $149.99 plus shipping, etc. But then again, I question some of the values of the items on there because half of the items are basically coming from China, where we all know that the currency is highly, highly, highly undervalued. So that's it. That's my philosophy here. Now, to go on, as far as for reviewing some of the items that we got. Perfect example here of something that I was a little displeased with. Canterbury. Pathfinder is the edition that Dave Canterbury supports. It's behind his stuff. He does items and whatnot. At first, looks great. You got a little sieve and whatnot, blah, blah. It is actually a cool item. But guess what? When you boil water, the first thing I did was try it out. Water seeps through the bottom. Because it wasn't cast in one piece, you know, just molded like, and it's actually like, yeah, sure, okay, I understand. This is probably a thicker type of stainless because it's going to be able to take repeat heat and whatnot. But I've seen models like that roughly going for the same price out there that are all cast in one single piece, so water will never be seeping through when you're boiling it. So, I mean, that I was a little disappointed, and the retail on it was like 30 bucks or something Canadian. I just thought, nah, you know what? I could have gotten something like that at Canadian Tire. Pretty confident that even not on sale, I would have had a better price. Then, part of the introductionary pack, this Schrade blade. Okay, cool. A little heavy and whatnot, considering it's a foldable and blah, blah, blah. A little big for a foldable. But Schrade is made in China. This came in last month. CRKT with the field strip technology there. Right? That permits you to open it up. Yeah, I read on it. Saw the reviews and whatnot. Cool. Right on. Okay, so you can take it apart. You can work on it. You can clean it, etc., etc. Yet, made in China. Again. Why? I don't know. Everything's made in China these days. Not just that, it's the handle itself. Like, feels like the cheap plastic that you would buy at dollar store. You know what I mean? And I mean, this little clip here made of plastic, like seriously, couldn't you have made it maybe like of something a little tougher than plastic? I mean, I just know how with time, this is going to break. It's going to fail on me, you know, and next thing you know, the system won't hold the blade correctly, and you know, it's going to have met its hand. Right now it's good, but I find there's a lot of play, and I mean, plastic, it's going to break eventually. Unfortunately, you know, you got to be honest here. So that's it. So some of the items, like I said, I'm not that impressed because, yeah, maybe they're probably designed somewhere, but after that, it seems like in the manufacturing, some stuff have gone a little cheaper, right? After all, why does Chinese stainless steel rust? Explain that to me. Next. Cool bungee cord, hooks and everything, made in China. Battery pack, made in China. The instructions are like barely readable, how badly it was translated. Like Google Translate, big fail right there. This came in, I think it was last month. Gas Monkey, little tool, right? Dropped it on the ground once. Come on, are you serious? Right? Dropped it. I haven't even used it yet. Broken. Look, a little strip of glue. Like, fuck off. You know, made in China. Shelter cards. Printed, blah, 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 blah. Very cool to have, right? That came with the Shelter edition 2 months ago, I think it was. Made in China. Again, cool items, interesting stuff. Just a little disappointed that everything these days is made in China. This fire starter, cool item, right? But I don't know where it's made. It doesn't hold really well in my hand. Could have had a much bigger handle. It would have worked a lot better if you had a big handle here, right, to hold it well. Same here. It's kind of like, whatever. Cool. Okay, now on to... Oh yeah, that also came in, I think, in one of the introductory pack. I mean, I like the concept. It doesn't really work though. Like, at least put a real one in there that actually works, because you keep on moving it like that and it moves, and then you're never really sure if unless you know your shit, you know, you're looking at stars and whatnot. I wouldn't trust that at all. If I had one and that's the only thing I had, maybe, but still. Now I'll show you very cool items that I happen to also carry in my backpack, my bushcrafting pack, that you might be interested in knowing. And essentially, the review here is to let you know that Gearpack is not a bad thing to become a member of, but after a few months of accumulating stuff, and you know what I mean, what you'll come to realize is that there's other guys out there, and gals and boys that are reviewing these items here. So nothing stops me moving forward from following Jack, for example, EDC on YouTube. I like following him. I find he's got this nice touch. He always represents it, always the same frame and everything. And he explains everything that's in there. So based on his reviews, what stops me after that from just buying and picking the items in there that I really need and I really want from having discovered them from such a review? You want to see a freaking cool item? That's a cool item. Boreal 21. Agawa Boreal 21. You know what that is? Freaking foldable buckshot. Yes, sirree. That is a cool item. Go like this, right? Just lock it in place like that, and you got yourself a friggin' bucksaw with a 21-inch blade. And that blade, you can get a replacement blade anywhere. Bring it to Canadian Tire, buy yourself a 21-inch blade. It's gonna fit on there like a charm. That's a pretty darn cool item. What else do I like using? Hey, a simple pillow. I've had that for years. A pillow from Mountain Equipment Co-op. Guess what? In Canada, we got Mountain Equipment Co-op. That's also a place where you can actually go or buy stuff online. You know what? And then whoop, goes back into a very small, comparable little thing. Reinflates every time. It's worked for years. Another item I discovered I thought was really cool. Got it on sale on Amazon. The Torfire. This thing is a light, right? And it even has a dynamo integrated. So that means that you're out there, you plug your cell phone that's completely dead, and you can actually probably recharge your cell phone enough so that you can make a call. And when you turn it off, it actually acts as a little flashlight like that. Not bad, eh? That was a pretty cool item. Found that on Amazon. Not a bad thing to consider getting yourself. Again, Thor Fire. Comes in multiple colors. Another cool item, camp suds. You get that at Mountain Equipment Co-op. I've had that for years. It's actually biodegradable. You can clean yourself with that. Smells like whatever, you know. I like the dope pack from the other day, but that soap smells so much. I mean, this will do the job, right? So, another very cool item that I think. You guys are familiar with BioLite? I have the original BioLite starter. You guys remember these things? I've done a review on it years ago. This thing uses heat that you're burning in there through this captar here. It'll recharge the battery that's in this thing. This thing blows air in this thing, which makes a tornado kind of like thing happening. So you'll put like small Kindle in there. Next thing you know, use Dave Canterbury little piece there. Boil yourself water, right? You'll boil water in 5 minutes. Works really cool. Plus, after that, a little USB charger there. You can recharge a phone or something like that. And the BioLite, keeps on recharging itself every time that you're using it. So yeah, maybe in the spring, if you haven't used it the whole season, the whole winter, you'll want to plug that into your computer and whatnot through the USB and recharge the actual battery in there. I've had this for 10 years. It still works. BioLite. Is it written on there? BioLite. Check them out. They've got a wonderful, wonderful list of items now. Other very cool item. Headlights. Petzl. You guys have forgotten about Petzl? I haven't forgotten. They're known a lot in the rock climbing world. Very good items. Never been displeased with these. You know, some will work on AA batteries, AAA batteries. Some, like this one here, is a 4-pack AA battery. That'll last you like a month with new batteries. Very utter cool item to have. Binoculars. Binoculars by Tasco. A must have in your backpack, around your neck, whatever. These things will get you. You climb a tree, whatever, you'll be able to go and actually kind of like help yourself maybe find your way out of the bush if, let's say, you got lost, or just use them to, you know, if you like bird viewing or whatever, you know what I mean? Definitely a good item to be carrying. Boom! One of my favorite. Look at this. This is an E-Swing. Special edition. You can get those for about $100 Canadian. Mine came sharpened. I believe it's a 4-pound head. Been splitting wood with it. No problems whatsoever. This thing is heavy. Like, you can feel it right now. It's one piece. Can't go without that. You can't go out without that. It is an amazing, amazing tool. I highly recommend it. I'm leaving it right there. Something else. Amazon. Kind of like military gloves there, but your fingers are free. Darn. I mean, this is so practical. Like, get yourself a pair. Seriously. It's dirt cheap. Don't know where it's made. That's not the point here. Ixada. Now, these are available in lots of varieties. Lots of companies make them. I found the Ixada. I had seen a review, so I thought, you know what, use it. You basically have air getting drawn to the bottom, which will feed inside, right? So this will work just off regular Kindle, but it also comes with a little plate that would permit you to have gas burning, for example, or alcohol. So not a bad item to know about. This we got in one of the Passback. Atwood rope manufacturing is probably one of the best paracord manufacturer out there. I highly recommend it. I had some already, and then some came in a pack one month. I was like, wow, cool, another 50-foot worth. Perfect. Very, very, very happy with paracord. It's the must-have in your bag. Other good items that I got within the gear pack were, for example, this book, the Bushcraft book from Dave Canterbury again. It was not his 101 Bushcraft book, which was his top seller, but it's like a continued, you know, more stuff in there. Maybe he goes back also to some of the stuff he showed in his original book, but quite frankly, this is definitely nice to have. Much better than getting a novel, for example, like the one that was given in the introductory book. There was like a multi-saga kind of like novel. I was like, okay, that's interesting, but this is more interesting to me. Is that it? That's, you know what, that's about, you know, I think I've went through most of my stuff here that I wanted to share with you guys. You know, there's always here, there, for example, towel to go. So it's a small thing, right? That you open all up and whatnot, and next thing you know, like, it beefs up into an actual tower. And I've been carrying that in my bag for years. Used it once or twice. Didn't know it exists, but now, you know, I know now, and you guys know as well. So in essence, that's what I will have to say about Gear Pack. It's cool, it's interesting, yet I think now that are better ways for you to equip yourself. You can join for a little bit, for example, especially since they have promos. When you first join, they'll give you 20% off. It can be a good, nice gift idea for someone. But quite frankly, after a few months of experience, so what, 5 or 6 months now, to me, it's good. I've accumulated quite a quantity of nice and stuff like that. Mostly made in China for all of them, except, like I said, for those gorgeous friggin' Moras. Man, I love these. Make your own opinion. Follow folks out there like Jaxi-DC. You know what? I'll share his link in my whatever, in my comments section. There's also Survival Addiction. I think that's what it is. I'll put it in there. She did a few Gear Pack reviews, but she also is reviewing a lot of knives. Very interesting to follow her. I like what she does. She's very she likes to cover in detail. She'll give her opinion, kind of like me. I kind of went overboard today. Perhaps for some you'll be like, wow, Al, you have something against China. No, it's not that I have something against China. It's more like I do not understand why everything in the box these days seems to be coming from across the world, when I think that we probably have gear here in North America, South America even, that, like, I mean, why not promote and buy these things that are, regional, national, same continent almost, right? That's my view here. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll probably do some more stuff in the future. I'm just done with Gear Pack. All right, thank you. Bye bye.